And I want to end with two invitations. One invitation is for you to come up and just tell us what this moment meant to you and what NYU has meant to you. But the second invitation is we would love to have you come back at some point to teach, if it's for an hour, a day, a week, a month, overnight as you did with Billy Crystal. That would be fine, anytime, because we really cherish you and love you. Thank you.
But I must say that I would be delighted to work out in the schedule in the fall, or once we finish this, once we all finish our film that's supposed to come out November 15th, they told me. And to be able to spend a day would be really nice. I really enjoy imparting kind of excitement to younger people, because I want to see what they're going to do with it. Invariably, like I'm watching these newer films we're talking about from Romania and from South Korea and many different places around the world, and I get enthusiastic about wanting to make a picture again, in a sense, learning from the younger filmmakers and how they perceive or interpret the world around them, utilizing the moving image. As I said last night, that of course celluloid is pretty much gone. Is digital cinema, can it be called cinema? It doesn't really matter at this point. It's all about cinematic, it's all about visual literacy. It's all about telling stories with pictures. It's really the same problem, ultimately. It's a different technology, that's all. In any event, I must say, though, that none of this would have really been possible if I hadn't taken that. I always tell the story. I live on Elizabeth Street in New York. Grew up there, and on the east was the Bowery, a block away, and Elizabeth, Mulberry, Houston Street, Prince Street, that was the Italian-American area. But once you went 6 blocks west, you were in a different world. That was New York University, Washington Square College, and when I was able to attend it, my parents, my father, my mother were workers in the garment district, so they had saved some money, and I was able to attend New York University, Washington Square College. And I always tell the story. All I did was make a left, go 6 blocks, and there was this whole other world. It was amazing. And what I found there, and don't forget, as I said, it was before the School of the Arts, and there was Haig Manoogian, who was the head of the cinema department there at the time, or what they called it, motion pictures or communication arts, they called it. Basically, he had the passion. He had that passion. As I said last night, Orson Welles pointed out that you could learn everything there is to know about a motion picture camera and how to shoot a picture in about 4 hours. So where does making a movie come from? They can't really teach you to make a movie, but they can guide, and they could, with the right interest and the right passion, the right belief in the student, can form and help create an artist. And I think this, without being at Washington Square College and NYU, ultimately School of the Arts, without being there, none of this certainly would have happened. It was like going to another planet, there's no doubt, from the world I came from. And my parents were a little worried. Ultimately, within 2.5 years, they were hanging out there, acting in all the kids' films. All the way up to Francis Coppola's films, Robert Jewison, they were always the extras. But this could not have been possible, none of it, without the guidance and that extraordinary support from the staff over at NYU at that time, particularly Haig Manoogian, who was so tough and so strong, and he really believed in me. You know, and it wasn't a coddling in any way. It was very tough. And then that blossomed into the School of the Arts. which was amazing. When I was there, the faculty, I was really an instructor. And in my class, besides apparently Billy Crystal, was Oliver Stone, and Jonathan Kaplan, and Joe Dante, and all these guys. You know, I always tell Billy complains I gave him a C. I said, I didn't know it was you. You should have told me I'm Billy Crystal. Anyway, so please, you know. Well, thank you so much for this, and thank you for this wonderful luncheon, and I hope to be back here soon. Yeah, work out a plan. Thank you.